Hello, I'm Ewan Davidson from Godalming Family Mediation. One of the options that you can consider when looking at the best way to move forwards with the mediation process is whether or not to use what's called co-mediation. And co-mediation is essentially where you have two mediators present during the process. What's important to understand is that they would both be acting for both of you. So there wouldn't be one mediator with one client, it would be both mediators acting for both clients. And there can be some benefits in considering co-mediation, because it means that sometimes you've got two pairs of eyes can be better than one. If one mediator is writing something on the flip chart or is talking to one person, the other mediator can be sitting back and looking at the reaction of the other person, or seeing how you're both taking in the information that's being written on the flip chart. It may also be that if you feel there's not a good balance in the room for some reason, that it'd be beneficial to have a second professional person there to keep the balance in the room. It also can be for the mediator, if they feel that there is some particular complexity to the case, there may be a benefit in bringing in a financial advisor who's also a mediator, or a counsellor who's a mediator. They can bring in their different skills and expertise. So what's important is, if you've got a second mediator present, that they're adding something new to the process and they're improving it for you. What needs to be considered for everybody is that if you have a second mediator present, that will almost certainly add to the costs involved. You'll find that some mediators only act with another mediator, which will probably make their service a bit more expensive because there are two people to be paid. But generally speaking, most mediators are comfortable to act on their own, and if they feel there's a need, or if you as clients feel there's a need to bring in a second mediator, you would then need to talk over what the cost implications may be. But as discussed, it can be a really good model in certain situations. So to summarise, if you're considering using the co-mediation model with a second mediator present, the first question to ask is, what would the extra value or expertise be that that second mediator can bring to the process? The next question to ask would be, what would that mean in terms of the balance to the room? Would it make it harder to organise appointments? Sort of practical issues that may be there. And then the third part of that is, will there be any cost implications by bringing in a second mediator to the process? Having had all of that described and having talked it through with the initial mediator, you can then decide carefully whether you'd like to go down the co-mediation model. To find out more, please download the free divorce and separation guide from the website. Thank you.